Okay, folks, good morning. We're going to do two things today, and I got to keep it short. We're going to do the Google Doodle. You're going to want to see the Google Doodle and what it's telegraphing. We're going to do the Google Doodle, and we're going to do the resist movement, and I'm going to do that very quickly. Okay, have y'all ever seen anything like this in politics where there's a country that's so divided and there's so much hatred towards one president? I've never seen anything like it ever. They'll do whatever they can to get rid of him, and the reason is because he punctured the outer defense of the lies that run the government. The government is run by a bunch of liars. And the word government, and I've shown you this, it's government is derived from the Latin verb governo, governare, to control, and mentis, the mind, to control the mind. So the way they control your mind is through media, and they have CNN, MSNBC, and all that, and they have all their little parrot echo chambers where someone says something and then they echo, 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 and they penetrate your mind with their lies and their message. Well, the thing is, we're coming to find out just how bad Washington really is and how corrupt and what a bunch of evil liars the whole group is. Even the Republicans, the Democrats, well, Democratus means demon fishing basket. I want to show you a shirt I got because this is so perfect. Let me show you what I mean. Look at that. Okay, so there you go. It has the Under Armour logo, and it has the U and the A making a vesica Pisces, and it says fish. And look, it has a right side up and upside down hook. Oh, wow. Just like everything I've shown you. Just like the whole twin system. So let me put that twin system right there on the board. And then let me go on my shirt right here. And then you can see that one's right side up, one's upside down, just like my shirt. And it says fish because Democratus means demon fishing basket, woven basket, kratis. So anyway, that's why this stuff's on all our clothing, and it's just it's everywhere. It's across the board everywhere. Okay, so anyway, the whole point of this is government means to control the mind. Okay, so they've been able to control your minds for a long time, but then this guy that they didn't expect to be president got in, and he's pierced the refuge of lies. And now people are starting to go, wait a minute. So there's a group of people that are going like, this is a bunch of lies. And then there's the status quo, the Democrats and the liberals that they love their lies. Let me show you the new resist bumper sticker. There you go. Resist. Look at the letter T. Why would you put the letter T upside down? Resist. Wow, look at the letter T. It's upside down. Wow, resist. Look at the letter T. It's upside down, and this is for female energy. Resist. See? And then right side up and upside down. So anyway, so now woe unto them who call good bad and bad good. But the resist movement is putting out, and they're telegraphing who they really are by their bumper stickers. They put the letter T upside down because the reality is, have you ever seen anyone come on TV and call the news fake news? Which is true. It's just total propaganda junk. So they feed you in front of that thing you call it a television. Why do you think they call it programming? So they're programming your mind by getting you to watch a box where they parrot the same echo chamber, echo, 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 over and over and over again. So they're dividing the country because Jesus said, in the end, everything that's secret will be made public. So let me show you real quick just the Donald Trump thing. I told you he was the tip of the spear, that Donald Trump is the tip of the spear. There's Donald Trump front and center, and I'm going to take him right from here and put him right there. Even graduating from New York Military Academy, this is Donald Trump front and center. That would be the spear tip right there. There's the tip of the spear. That's very unusual. Okay, let's look at a couple more things that are very unusual. Here is Donald Trump's coat of arms. There is a hand going through this triangle, and it makes actually a perfect square, but it's going through this part is a triangle, and it's a hand holding a spear tip. Well, it's very interesting because Donald Trump, he makes that same gesture all the time. So let me show you. Let me enlarge this a little bit. There's Donald Trump making the same gesture as someone who's holding a spear. See right there, look. Dun, 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 dun. So this is just spiritual knowledge. So there's Donald Trump holding his hand like in victory, and here's Lady Gaga at the Oscar Awards, and here I drew in what's on her dress. It's so ridiculously obvious that I'll show you first the serpent. Here's the serpent right there on her dress. All I have to do is drag it over and like, boom, there it is. There's a serpent on her dress. And then when you do the rest of the lines, you have the serpent right here, and then you have a spear going through right here, going through the triangle, just like Donald Trump's logo. And it's going through that triangle representing the penis of Osiris that got this whole flesh thing going. The serpent, see, so there's the serpent and the spear. And that was in the garden. I showed you when you break down the words in Hebrew, it's the penis of the devil. That's what happened, of the serpent. And that's what Cain, I showed you the meaning of the name Cain. So here's Donald Trump's logo, which is identical to what's on Lady Gaga's dress. And Lady Gaga right there is at the Oscar Awards. And there's proof. She's standing in front of the Oscar wearing that dress I just showed you. Here's the meaning of Oscar. The name Oscar means the shining spear of God, a divine spear, shining spear of God, God's spear. Look it up in any language you want. It means divine spear. That's why Lady Gaga's at the Divine Spear Awards, and Lady Gaga on her dress has the head of a serpent with a spear going through what represents her vagina, representing the Garden of Eden and what happened to Eve, because that divine spear was the spear of the serpent that penetrated Eve, which is the exact same thing as the Vatican's largest altar, which is a dead sheep that shows a penis ejaculating into the female vagina. It's all the same. All the same. Proven it. It's proven. It's redundant. So now here we go. And then there's Donald Trump holding his hand just like, oops, sorry, there's his hand holding it the same as right here, the coat of arms. Let's slide it up right there, and there's his coat of arms. There's his coat of arms right there. Okay, so Donald Trump holds his hand identical to his coat of arms. There it is. Okay, but he pierced the outer defenses. He pierced the outer defenses of the lies of the government, the mind control. And the tip of the spear, that's what a spear does. It pierces the outer defensive, and then an overwhelming force comes through. So now the truth is, their world of lies is starting to crumble around them, all the Democrats, because they serve this. This is what they serve. Resist. There's the female energy, the upside down cross. See, that's an upside down cross with a fist. That's who they serve, the serpent's kingdom right there. So they're doing their resist movement, and they're putting the T for Trump upside down. See? Okay, what do y'all know about upside down? Those who try and hide their plans turn everything upside down. Okay, so anyway, so now we have a resist movement from an upside down cross, female energy. That's why they hate Trump. They just hate him. And then they would rather have a liar like Hillary Clinton. That's why they have the T upside down. The reason they have it upside down, and I'll just quote Isaiah 29, 15, and 16. Woe unto them who go to great depths to hide their plans from the Lord. Their works are in the darkness, and they say, who seeth us? Who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, that which the Lord God made, not what the other ones made in Genesis 1:26. Yep, different thing altogether. There's the serpent race and another race that have been blended together, and the battle takes place within the host body system. And unless you get converted before you die, your soul, your essence goes into the pit, and you become food for a race of locusts. Now, here's the thing. Let's go ahead and look at the Google Doodle for today. Get ready. Okay, so we're done with that. I've already done the tip of the spear video. I don't want to go over all this stuff. Remember, Donald Trump's coat of arms also has a locust on it right there, which is identical to the locust on my artwork right there. So there you go. There's a locust on the artwork coming out of the pit, and Donald Trump has a locust, and he's got a dragon facing the opposite direction. So there's a locust and a dragon, and it just happens to match my artwork, which is like 1 in 100 gazillion. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to spend any more time on this. You can go watch the Trump tip of the spear video. There you go. There's that, the pussy hat march. There they are with their fist, with their upside down cross. And there's the ovary making a loop, shooting the bird. Okay, so this should be obvious at this point. Okay, so we're done with that. We're done with this. We're into the twin system now. We know that there's a right side up, upside down system. There's Cain and Abel, cannibalistic, and that created a double U. There's a good U and a bad U. There's a double U, 5 and 5, half good, half bad. 5 and 5 put together makes a double U, and it's the number 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. So anyway, so there's the double U system. This is your condition, Cain and Abel, inside your brain. Cannibalistic system, been proven over and over again, and that's why the One World Freedom Tower shows right side up, upside down buildings that were the Twin Towers that turned into the one. The two became one. The upside down and the right side up became one thing. That's it. Okay, no more time on that. Let's go to the Google Doodle for the day. Okay, so there we go. So here we go. What's up? Well, first of all, there's blue in this guy's hair. Let's see. Okay, so there's blue in John Harrison's hair. He's a clockmaker and a marine chronometer. Which for solving the problem of calculating longitude and latitude while at sea. Oh, that's good. Well, let's go back and let's just look at the Google Doodle. Why do you think his hair looks like waves? That's why they made it look like waves. That's why they put blue in it. Let's look at what's on the table. We have an unrolled scroll that's been unrolled. Back in the old days when you used to read a scroll, you used to go like this, up and down at the same time. And I told you that's what the Lord God gave me, the unrolled scroll, up and down at the same time, just like they put on all their clothing. I mean, this is just, again, redundant. No brainer. Okay, so there's an unrolled scroll and there's a rolled up scroll. This scroll has been unrolled and this one's been rolled up. Let's look at the time. So there's 9:10, so that's 10. And they left this a little nebulous right here. This is the number 5 and this is the number 10. And so it's halfway between there, isn't it? So, but they don't give you a delineation of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They only give you 2 hash marks in between. So half right in between is 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 10:07. Let's look at this clock right here. This clock right here is 10. Wow, again, 07. Let's look at this clock right here, 10:07. Let's look at this clock right here, 10:07. Again, well, this one's a little different. This one's got like you're looking through the scope of a gun. You see that? Just like the scope is on it. But what a bizarre thing. Why is there a locust jumping across this guy with where the water is, and why is everything 10:07? So I was praying this morning, Lord, just, guide me and show me. And here's what he did. Said look up Strong's 107 and Revelation 10:07. So everything's 10:07, 10:07. Bible page 10:07. This is one thing he showed me. Okay, after this, I will pour out my spirit on all kinds of peoples. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will have dreams, young men will see visions. In those days, I will pour out my spirit even on my servants, and both men and women. I will work wonders in the sky and on the earth. There will be blood, fire, and thick smoke. The sun will be changed into darkness, and the moon will be as red as blood. Then the great and fearful day of the Lord will come, and everyone who trusts in the Lord will be saved. There will be survivors on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, just as the Lord said. Yet those left alive will be the ones the Lord has called. And if you think that's in the flesh, you're incorrect. I will bring back the people of Judah and Jerusalem from captivity. That captivity is in the flesh host body that you're in. That's your captivity. I will gather all the nations together. I will bring all these nations down into Jehoshaphat Valley. There I will judge them. Those nations scattered my people Israel. They forced them to live in other nations. So I will punish those nations. They divided up my land. Oh, wow. That's like what's happening to this house that I'm in right now. They're trying to take the house itself. They forced them to live in other nations. I will punish the nations. They divided up my land. They threw lots for my people. They sold boys to buy a prostitute. They sold girls to buy wine and drink. Tyre and Sidon, all of your Philistia and all of Philistia, you are not important to me. Are you punishing me for something I did? You might think that you are punishing me, but soon I will punish you. You took my silver and my gold. You took my precious treasure and you put them in your temples. You sold the people of Judah and Jerusalem to the Greeks. That way you could take them far from their land. You sent my people to that faraway place, but I will bring them back. I will punish you for what you did. I will sell your sons and daughters to the people of Judah. They will sell them to the faraway Sabaeans. This is what the Lord said. And here it is. Prepare for war. Prepare for war. Tell me y'all don't know that war is coming right now. All you have to do is turn on the TV. If you don't know war's coming, you're delusional. It's here. It's already here. China started trading in yuans to buy oil. It always begins economically. So we've already started. Diplomats are being thrown out of all the countries. Yeah, and Russian diplomats are being expelled from the United States, being expelled from England. United States diplomats are being expelled from Russia. They're closing embassies. It's what they do before a war. Prepare for war. Announce this among the nations. Prepare for war. Wake up the strong men. Let all the men of war come near. Let them come up. Beat your plows into swords. Make your spears from your pruning hooks. Let the weak say, I am a soldier. All you nations, hurry, come together in that place. Lord, bring your strong soldiers. Wake up the nations. Come to Jehoshaphat Valley. There I will sit to judge all the surrounding nations. I will bring the sickle because the harvest is ripe. Come, walk on the grapes because the winepress is full. The barrels will be full, spilling over because their evil is great. There are many people in the valley of decision. The Lord's special day is near. The valley of decision. The sun and the moon will become dark. Okay, that's one thing the Lord showed me. Here's the next thing he showed me. Strong's number 001. House of vanity. This is Hebrew. The whole world has become exactly that. Vanity. Let's talk about New York. New York is all vanity. House of vanity, and then between and meet, house of iniquity. Okay, so then Revelation 10. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he has declared to his servants the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and said, Go and take the little book. Let me show you what little book is. Okay, go and take, there it is, the little book. Click on it. Okay, here you go. Click on it. Walk it back to its origin. What does it say? Scroll. It says scroll. Let's walk it back even further. Look up G97. The inner bark of a papyrus plant, that is by implication a sheet or a, read it for yourself, scroll of writing. Uh-oh. What's the Google Doodle for the day? The scroll was opened and it's getting ready to be shut. 10:07 happens to be that God's mystery should be finished. And I'm one of those people on this planet that God has revealed the mystery of iniquity to, which is the serpent seed within you. And so we are a combination of two different things. And unless you get converted, unless you get the Holy Spirit, then you will die in your sins and your essence will be used for a race of locusts in the pit. What else is on the Google Doodle? Oh my gosh. Look at that. A locust jumping right in front of the waves. Again, I showed you all that the other day. A locust coming out of the water. And that is exactly what's going on. There it is. Okay, so that's the thing. It's, it is what it is. Now, here's the other thing. I did a video last night, and it's an hour-and-a-half video. It's very difficult to get me to be like, where it's almost too much for my brain to deal with. I mean, look at the level of the information the Lord has revealed to me. He's revealed all this stuff to me. He revealed this to one person. He revealed the meaning behind all these things, that these were two DNA strips, twin towers, twin DNAs. He revealed to me the meaning Marina Abramovich uses semen and urine. She uses semen and urine and blood and breast milk to write what she wrote on the wall right there. She makes a letter W with two intersecting V's. All these things the Lord has revealed to me and the reasons behind it, why they do it. I can see the plans of the enemy, obviously. There's no doubt about it, the level of understanding that the Lord's given me. It's a spiritual gift. You take the city Waco, the logo for the city Waco right here, and you turn it upside down. It's 9/11, and it's got a crescent moon and an upside down star. He's just revealed the whole thing to me. The Statue of Liberty is standing on top of a Kelipot, an 11-pointed star. The Kelipot represents a host body, the peel, husk, or shell, and the Queen of Heaven stands on top of it, ruling over it. She's holding a penis in her hand that's upside down. All these things the Lord revealed through one person. We interrupt those choosing hate, which intersecting V's. Just like I told you, you're in the double U system. There's a good you and there's a bad you. There's a double U. And I just made a W with blue and red together. That's why Jesus was crucified in between these two guys, representing the good and the evil, but everybody was caught in the same system. Everybody, this was a thief, this was a thief. And the guy that Jesus took the cross for, his name was Bar Abbas. Bar Abba means son of the Father. So the real son of the Father from heaven actually took a cross for the guy named Barabbas, which means son of the Father. I mean, that's like 1 in 100 gazillion that in a Roman prison that day on the Passover was a guy named son of the Father. I mean, whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's not even arguable. Hang on, let me text this guy real quick. We also have a shipping container going to the corner of Rainbow Drive and Covenant of Peace. And that container will be set down on 4x4x4 solid blocks that were just put into place. Lord told me look up the meaning of 444. in the Bible meaning the number 444 in the Bible means perfect love. Okay, so again, the Lord told me specifically, I want 4 by 4 by 4 blocks that the container goes down on at the corner of Rainbow and Covenant of Peace, and it'll be set down on top of 4 by 4 by 4 blocks that are perfect cubes. And the meaning of biblical meaning of 4 by 4 by 4, 444 is perfect love casteth out all fear, because fear hath torment, and he that feareth is not made perfect in love. So the thing is, everything's been arranged by the Lord, and that container is on its way. That says Revelation 3:10, and it's on its way up there, and it's about to be. It will. It's going to have its christening, but we'll announce that later. So, time's here. I don't think it's an accident. Let me show you. Let me show you Donald Trump's coat of arms right there. There's Donald Trump's coat of arms. There's a locust coming out of the pit on the artwork that I did. The odds of that are unbelievably impossible. Here's my artwork. Here's Donald Trump's locust. Then when you color it the other way, it becomes the dragon. And so there you go. And there's the double-headed phoenix right there. So if you can't put all this together, then this data is so complete and so obvious. It's unbelievable. Here's St. Stephen's Cathedral. This is the organ. The whole thing is, again, another sheep. There's a sheep right there, exactly. You cover up the ears, it becomes a dragon. And then right here, which is right here, the mouth of the dragon, it's the female reproductive system again, over and over and over again. Here, the movie Predator. Here's the image of the creature from the movie Predator. Here's the double-headed phoenix with the serpent crown on top with the two DNAs making a double U, a two-headed phoenix, a good you and a bad you. That's what Jesus rectified. If you turn this upside down right here and you just slide the face of this creature, that looks probably like where the whole concept of a locust from the pit came from. It says in Joel's army, they will march each one in their ranks, climbing up the walls, entering through the windows, and if they fall on the sword, they will not be injured by it. So if you're scared of what's coming, you haven't been perfected in love. And the only way you haven't been perfected is because you didn't know the truth. Once you know the truth, you're no longer afraid of what's coming because you know the truth. It's like, so what? Again, the Google Doodle today is 10:07. Prepare for war. Judgment's coming. Strong's number. House of vanity, which the whole world's become. Revelation 10. The mystery of God should be finished. 10:07. And he shall begin to sound. In those days is the voice of the seventh angel. When he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. And I heard a voice spake from heaven again and said, Go and take the scroll, which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and the earth. And I went, and the angel said to me, Give me the little book, the scroll. Take it, eat it, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth as sweet as honey. Same thing as Ezekiel. And let me tell you something. When the Lord gave me the open scroll and I started just eating and devouring this information, it's sweet to the taste, but as soon as you digest it, it's like, oh, because it's bitter. It's a bitter truth. The truth is bitter, very bitter. There's a bunch of locusts coming out of the pit, guys. They're going to sting people. People are going to wish to die and they won't be able to die because it's going to be a gestation period. I mean, this whole thing is happening right now. We're in full swing. It's beginning. Okay, so there you go. There's the stuff from today. I will pray about loading up that video from last night, The Bible says, where he who has great knowledge has great sorrow. I don't know if I want to dump that kind of sorrow on you guys, but he's revealed it to me. So it's the greatest thing in the world, and it's the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's everything and nothing. It's the dichotomy of all dichotomies. And it's just, it is what it is. Good and evil, light and dark, right side up and upside down. The greatest thing in the world, the worst thing in the world. Right side up, upside down. V for vengeance. So they had their time of the host body system. The time of their host body system has come to an end. That's it. Okay, guys, God bless.